Good evening, everybody. Steve here, RJT Custom Sabers. I want to do a short video tonight for you guys showing off a new chassis system that I have available in my Shapeways store. You can hit me up on Facebook if you want information on it and everything like that. But it is for the Romans MPP replica. So for all you Vader fans out there that have got a Romans hilt and there's been no blade holders on the market, not really any chassis options for it, I have that solution for you. I'll show that off to you tonight. I got one of the variations with me tonight. The other one is another video for it. It's also on my channel. Check that out. For the full reveal chassis, the chassis I have tonight for you is my partial reveal chassis. So it's a full system. So this completely fills up your hilt. Bottom section is removable. Top section, it stays in the hilt. And this very top section here, that's probably the part most of you are the most interested in right now, is your blade holder. Right now it's designed for 7/8 inch. Working on a 1 inch option. It might need to be tweaked a little bit, but there is also 1 inch option. Pump the 1 inch, you lose this lip, so you lose the spring feature, which I really like on the MPP on Vader's hilt, is that spring in the emitter section. I think it looks super cool. So 7/8 inch blade for this one. I think it looks the best, but there will be a 1 inch option as well. So that is your blade holder. The way this works is it replaces that, I guess it's Delrin, that plastic bit inside the Romans that it comes with. And then the metal piece slides over the top, and that spring that it comes with also fits on here. So you're just gonna pry the plastic part that the Romans comes with on that emitter section out and replace it with this piece here. We'll replace that. You want to epoxy it in, or I think he uses double-sided tape on his. I recommend epoxying it in just for a better hold. Make sure you line it up properly first because it screws in through the hilt. So make sure you have this in, line it up where you want it to be before you glue it to that piece, or before you epoxy it, or before you double-sided tape it, however you put it on. Line it up first, because once it's dried, you're probably not going to get a second chance. So yeah, line it up first. There are 2 versions of this blade holder available as well. One for your regular version with no holes, and then the other one, I put holes in the side sections here and in here for your your USB for the wires to come through that you put in after this was in. So you've got 2 versions for that. And then yeah, like I said, this chassis is partially removable. So the way I did that is in the center section here, and I used a DIN connector. So one of these jobbies. You can buy these on Amazon, eBay, from lots of electronic shops. Super easy to come by. This is the one I use. This one designed after. There will be a link for these in the description, both of the parts on Shapeways, and I'll put one in this video as well. Maybe not. So it starts out looking like this, your DIN connector, and it's going to end up, you're going to take it apart. So these sleeves come out just by pushing those tabs, one on each section, and those will slide out. You take the metal housings off, and you end up with this. This is the part. These are the 2 parts you're going to use right there. Okay, so this one's an 8-pin. These come in like 5-pin, 6-pin, different pins, depending what you need. There'll be similar ones that'll be linked on there that you can find links to if you don't need the 8-pin. I went with the 8-pin on this one just to get all the wires through that I needed to get through. So that is what's connecting. That's what's holding this chassis together in the middle. It's a very strong connection. It doesn't fall apart. Doesn't want to come off. Holds nicely, but a little pull, just comes apart. So there's your 2 pieces. So that smaller section goes in the removable part. This piece goes here. The bigger piece up here goes in this section here. As you can see there, fits in nice and snug, just like that. So in the bottom section, the removable section of this chassis, this is where basically everything goes on this one. So you got your soundboard, so you got a nice little door here to cover up your soundboard, your recharge port, all that stuff. It just clips in and clips out. Sorry, I got no fingernails. But yeah, there we go. Door comes off, so just clipped in. little pins there, fits into the holes. So underneath here you got 2.1mm recharge port, soundboard. This one specifically is for the Prism. I also have it for the Profi, Nano Biscotti with PEX, and Crystal Focus. So several different versions, and I can always, of course, add any other board configuration into here that you may specifically be looking for with this. Holds a 28mm speaker in the bottom. Really easy to get your recharge port in. Nice big hole there. And this one for your Prisms and whatnot will hold a 18650 battery. If you're going for like a Crystal Focus like that, then it will hold two 16650, so you get your 7.4 volts with that. This is a 2-piece, so it's 4 pieces total for this chassis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Screws together with a couple of 632 screws on the top there and into here. Really easy, really simple. And then of course you got this tab on the bottom. See it there? This will be what you'll grab onto when it's in the hilt and you want to pull it apart, pull it out. So that will help you pull it out. It's really strong, nice and beefy, not going to break on you. Really good connection there. And you still got lots of room to get a speaker in and mounted up there for your installation. And then of course I wanted it to be somewhat usable. I didn't want you to pull this out and then you've lost connection to your switches and everything else that's up in the top section, and I didn't want to have a whole bunch of wires for wire management that you're trying to constantly coil up and coil out and potentially break or get pulled or any of that stuff. So that's the reason why I went with the DIN connector, so you're not constantly tugging on wires. So everything's wired up in here, nice neat little clean package, nothing showing. And then this part that stays in the hilt will have your switches. So this one here has the option for a clamp activation. With the clamp activation room, you're going to have to drill a hole to get these wires out under the clamp card. But then you can wire it up to your clamp, have activation and auxiliary on your clamp, or you can use this channel back here and one more additional part that'll hold 2 tactiles in here and will be activated through the emitter section. There's a button on the emitter section that it comes with the Romans, and you can have it turn off and on from there as well. So you got 2 options with the semi-removable or the partially removable hilt for activation, either clamp card or emitter section. The fully removable one, which I have in the video for, just has the emitter section. Unfortunately, at this point, I haven't been able to come up with a really good way to do a clamp card on that particular one. So you're limited to this right now. May come out with it later, may not, but that one also has a crystal chamber. This one doesn't. So I want it to still be usable, like I said, so you got switches down here. You can kind of see in there, which I had it engraved in the print. You got power, you got auxiliary, and you got your 2 tactiles. Again, a link to where these can be purchased on Amazon or whatnot will be in the description of the part on my Shapeways store, so you can easily find these tactiles that fit into there. So yeah, like I said, this chassis comes in several boards, different styles. If there's something that you want specifically that you haven't been able to find for a chassis, or something you want a little different on this that you'd like to see added, send me a message. More than happy to work with you guys and get you exactly what you need in a chassis system. But yeah, so this is it. This is the Romans that I got. Really happy with how it came out, really happy with how it's working. That back together. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the descriptions. If you're looking for one of these, link to the Shapeways will be in there. Link to my Facebook will be on there. Shoot me a message if you guys need anything chassis-wise. Want to talk sabers, whatever you want. Always happy to talk to you guys. Hope you enjoy this one. Romans MPP Blade holder, chassis system, all your popular boards. Have a good night, guys. May the force be with you.